Trent T Square here. Guess what? Trent's got a bag of Cheez-Its and he is not sharing that bag. He is plowing that bag. We are so excited to be part of the Brew Crew. We have so much information we're looking forward to sharing with you today. What is going on with the markets? Is the market dump over? Well, we got news for you, and maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. It depends on your position. If you're just DCing, it doesn't really matter to you. But if you're a trader, oh boy, it does. Oh yes, it does. Are you guys ready for what is going on? There we go, I fixed it. Guys, sometimes the StreamYard glitches and I have to move the songs around just so I can get my mouse to work and slide up and down. What was I saying? I don't remember. I lost my train of thought. Between Trent's Cheez-Its and my mouse freezing, I forgot what I was doing. But guys, don't worry. We're here, we're rocking with you, and we're gonna take care of you tonight. Right, Trent?
Yes, sir.
In crypto, speed matters, but trust matters more. At Caleb & Brown, you're never on your own. We connect you with your own personal broker and a 24/7 team, ready to help you buy, sell, or swap over 250 digital assets with one flat, transparent fee. No spreads, no slippage, no hidden costs. Get the best market prices through deep, aggregated liquidity executed by our professional trading desk. Your funds are secured with institutional-grade cold storage for total peace of mind. Track every move in real time with our intuitive client portal, anywhere, anytime. Whether you're trading as an individual, trust, or business, we give you speed, security, and peace of mind. Thousands of clients in over 100 countries already trust Caleb & Brown. Visit calebandbrown.com and start your personalized crypto journey today.
Not financial advice. I'm just kidding, guys. Disclaimer, not financial advice. We are not liable for any personal financial decisions. This show was created for entertainment purposes only. Thank you for tuning in. Guys, if you like Trent doing the opening and not me, please smash that golden like button. Bang, 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 bang. We also have the subscribe bell right here. You got a ring-a-ding-ding. Oh, I forgot. You got the subscribe and bell of the bells right there. I always forget. It throws me off.
Look at that thing.
Dude, this is a thing. That's a church bell right there. You probably stole it from your church, didn't you?
Actually, it did end up in the car on Molly's way home from the church. The church does not use it for anything. It's just, in kids' church, you find all kinds of crazy stuff that's in there just to keep kids entertained. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
with those bells over there on YouTube, you can see us right there. You can see us over there on Kick and Rumble, and I see you guys right there on X. Don't worry, we have our special place in the heart, if you guys know what I mean. Today, guys, guess what I have? I have to take a break from the gluten, so I got me a genuine 8% Surge White Claw, blackberry flavor, but we get a little ASMR pop like this. Bada bing, bada boom. It's a good pop. Hey, I see you, Bippy. Over there next. And check out this new glass, guys. I got this in honor of Trent because the Monkish Brewery made its way all the way over to Goodwill. Yeah, Trent?
Nice.
Yeah, monkish.
It's not monkish.
Yeah, you're right. I guess it didn't make it all the way over here. But we're going to get a little pour going on. Look at that, guys. It's nice. It's clear. It's crisp. It's a claw of the claws. Is it actually clear, Trent, or does it have a slight like kind of like tint to it?
It's pretty clear.
It's pretty clear, right? It's blackberry, but it does kind of look like it has like a blue after shadow to it. Maybe I'm going crazy.
Yeah, I hear you. As today, I haven't made my order for the month yet for all my hazy IPAs. So I got a Modelo for you guys.
Disgusting. Get out of here. You might as well be drinking White Claws. Yeah, no flavor.
You know, even though I was just at a beer event, I was so focused on getting the stout bottles that I wanted that I didn't get a box of cans to bring home. So I'll have to make my order for the month, and that probably won't be here till Wednesday or something. So yeah, Modelo for a couple of days. ASMR pop.
How many different breweries do you have around Barstow?
Nowhere that I can get cans from without driving 2 hours away, or an hour and a half at least.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. What that means, Trent's in trouble. Trent's in trouble. Trent, you gotta get you some more local beers. That's a sign, Trent, for us to open up our first brew company in Barstow, California.
Right.
We'll name it Brews.
We do have a Barstow Brewing Company, but they're only open like one Friday a month, and then they also don't have cans. Yeah.
I just want to shout out to our subscriber account over there on Kick. We just grew like 10% like overnight. So, you know, you guys have been really showing up during the grind. I've seen you guys come into Rumble too, pulling that stuff and the views. YouTube's been doing pretty good too, but YouTube's kind of funny. Like we tick up 3, then we go down 1. Then we go up 1, then we go down 2. Then we go up 4, then we go up down 1, then we go up 5. I'm like, okay, we're growing. But I don't know who's the DGen out there. But guys, I just want to let you know today's my son's birthday. He is 2 today. And he cracking me up, man. I was watching him in this, those live capture pictures you can do. My 5-year-old walked over to him and he's like eating like pizza or something. He's like, "Hey, let me see your eye." He like pokes him in the eye. He goes, "Ah!" It's not allowed him to poke him in the eye. It's funny. Okay, what do you have to share today? You have anything to share?
Oh yeah.
Or if not, I can just swing into CoinGlass while you pull that up.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. I do have a Caleb and Brown.
Guys, if you haven't read, Caleb and Brown are a great company to store your crypto with.
Yes, sir.
Well, I could go over the ETFs. We pull it up. We had a 419 million inflows today. You know, Fidelity buying, Arkham buying, BitB buying, BTC Code buying, HODL buying. We have Ethereum coming in strong, nice and strong with 80 million. Not so bad. Bitwise stacking, Fidelity stacking, VanEck stacking. We have Solana coming in with 5 million coming from Bitwise Fidelity. And our XRP coming in at 16 million. Let's freaking go. None of it being Grayscale, which is great because Grayscale, all they like to do is dump everything and anything on your head. So just be careful out there, guys, because Grayscale will take advantage of you if they can. The token unlocks. I don't know if we have any new token unlocks, but let's take a peek. Anything that stands out to us that has been hot. Tycoon's actually been kind of hot. They have an 8% unlock coming out. ENA, is that Athena?
I think so.
Athena looks like they have an unlock coming out for only 2.2%. La 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 la. Guys, did you see that they're making a Lord of the Rings open world game? Oh my gosh, it's gonna challenge Hogwarts Legacy. I'm so excited. Completely unrelated to crypto, but it makes me stoked. None the same because I'm the biggest Lord of the Rings nerd there can be. There's one more thing we gotta look at. We gotta look at the dumpage liquidation map. Also, guys, check out Fear and Greed today. It's 17 extreme fear, some of the best times to buy, man, when we're in extreme fear. Trent would attest to this.
Yes, sir.
Daily, I want to apologize to you because we've been working on trying to get our EIN number for the longest time, and every time I think we're going to have it like that week, it never comes. So, we'll love to have you as a member again. But now I actually understand why people say, when people are always like, oh, we'll have it next week, and I never thought I'd be that guy, but I totally understand because it's literally out of my control. We've called the IRS, we tried to fax it in, now we have a government shutdown, and you're just like, oh my gosh, dang it, dude, now it's tax season. Like, they are just slammed, and it's the biggest pain. Like, Trent went and got another EIN number for his other his beautiful wife's channel over there, and it took you like a day to get it?
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, we're blacklisted, and we've been trying. Like, it should have been a day for us. It should have been a day. I just don't understand why the world is round, okay? I'm more of a flat earther side of things, but, I guess there has to be some sort of curvature to even do like a plate. Like, a plate has curves. So, I can't really tell you. But, so yeah, I can't remember where I was going with this. Yeah, Daily. Maybe you should call the IRS for us. Extreme fear and greed. We're in extreme fear right now, which is one of those things, man. Good time to buy, I guess. We're heading on over to liquidity. Take a peek at the markets. We got a little short. Dude, my wife is at the computer. I can tell she's been moving my equipment around. She is. We're at 79,865 for 50 million. It looks like it actually wants to squeeze up more than down. Huh. Well, look at that. See? What do we got in the longer time frames? Yeah, it does look like kind of want to keep up, and I'm a little worried about the lower high, but it does kind of want to go to the liquidity. It's just being drawn there like Frodo to Mount Doom.
Well, bear market confirmed. I think that this has been the bear market. Like,
yes,
and even if we go to 60, like I don't think that we're seeing bear market bottom at the traditional bear market bottom time, which would be midterms. So
I'll argue with that a little bit.
Well, I mean,
I think September.
Yeah, I mean, this is a bearish market, but I don't think it's a traditional bear market. I mean,
if we go down,
the worst that I see is about $60,000. I mean, look, it could go to 53, but like
I could go to 48.
Yeah, I mean, the worst that I see is like I'm hopeful for a bounce around 60,000, and I don't think we're going to 40K. And the thing, look, Daily, if we're going to 40K,
I have a hypothesis to this.
If we're going to 40K, then the cycle is not broken, and we are still in a traditional cycle. We just didn't get an alt season.
Well, I have a hypothesis to this. So my hypothesis is, before our halving Bitcoin, the average Bitcoin to mine was $24,000. Okay, Bitcoin went to 15,500 during that cycle. And the miners didn't want to sell it, so obviously. So now we have this halving. The average Bitcoin cost is 48,000. Now we could go to 48 when we made that point. You got the wicks down here. We could go to 48, but theoretically, if we dip a little lower, like how we dipped from 24 to 15, you can make the argument we go down to 40. I would never say 30s, but I think the lower 40s. You can make that hypothesis as a potential possibility. I thought we would take a lot longer to get as low as we did at 71,000. I'm not gonna lie, it came pretty quick. So I was leaning towards 63K being the potential bottom, but now because we came down so fast, I think there's a possibility that we could actually see lower lows in the 50s, possibly 48. So, if we get in the 50 range, which we only were $11,000 off from getting to 59, it can get a little dicey quick.
Where's the 200-week moving average sitting right now?
On the daily?
No, the 200-week moving average.
On the weekly?
Yeah.
57. 58. Let's say 58.
On the weekly?
Mm-hmm. And the 2 week is at 39,800. And on the monthly, it's at it's not exist. It does not exist yet. But Trent, we've never so going to the 40,000 argument, we have never touched the 200
Right.
on the 2 week. Well, I guess we kind of maybe touched it there. That was close. We came down, boom, right there. That was the bottom. We got close. I mean, if we get close, we could be eyeballing, this by the time we get there, it could be 48,000. I mean, we could touch the 200, 46, 47, even 50. We seem to touch the 100 quite a bit. So here's the 100. That's the orange little thin baby green or baby orange line. We touched it there. We touched it here. If we touch it again, it's 50,000, which is pretty close to 48 if you ask me.
Yeah. I mean,
I hope we don't touch the 200 a week. That would be bananas, DCA and Prey. That would be like the worst crash in crypto history if we touch the 200 on the 2 week.
that resistance, I mean, that support, like the 2021 double top at 64 to 69, plus the 2024 bear flag that ranged out between 64 to 72. I don't know. We're gonna have to give that support chance to hold first, and that's the place where I would go into a schlong position, open up a long or a short, or open up a long and a short at the same time. And if you confirm candles underneath that, underneath 69K, then you close out your long and ride the short down.
Welcome in, OG Mars. We're not saying we're going to 40K, okay?
No, look,
we're
OG Mars,
talking hypotheses on it. I said 63K, but I open the door to a potential. Say we'll give it like a 10%, 15% chance we could go to 48. That's if I go to the casino, 85% chance I'm going all in on that, right?
I still think the 60s.
Daily thinks we will. But when we go to the 1 week, we do dip below. Oh, wait. Also, to bring up to a point to where you were saying, is you look at the money flow, right? We bottomed right here, which happens to be. Bless me. Just as the money flow got to the zero line. So you come over here, you could trail down. And we get to the bottom right here-ish range. Well, that's probably pretty hard, but that'd be insane, but we could do it, right? We could bottom out by, what the frick is this, April? We could bottom out April. That's not that bad. Though, I think right now we're actually heading into almost like a little bit of relief rally. Yeah. We're starting to get like a little bit of relief coming in. Look, you can see the wick. We came up a little bit on the day. The 3 days new candle today. Not today. That's tomorrow. Dude, the 2 day doesn't look that good though. Daily, looks like we kind of. I have some Scandinavian Swedish swimmers on my screen. I can't see my stuff. And OG, thank you for coming on in. I haven't seen you here before. If you just like shooting the shit and chilling with us, please subscribe. And talk about hypothesis. Well, tell me why you don't believe what 40 is on the table. Like, who else have you been listening to, or do you just do your own TA? So right now, the daily. You
might not be subscribing to the biggest, the best, or the brightest crypto community on YouTube, but you will be subscribing to the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube, and you will touch T-Square right in his banana zone if you subscribe, which just happens to be his heart.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Well, I have the newsletter. I can.
Okay, why don't you pull it up?
Yeah.
We'll switch.
So, guys, every Monday, sometimes Tuesday, we cover this Caleb and Brown weekly roll up, and you can get this weekly roll up dropped into your inbox simply by creating an account with our link. You don't even have to fund it or anything.
If you wanted to fund it, you can.
Right. Right. Weekly roll up.
What's up, Lucas?
Crypto's total market cap declined by about 12% to 2.7 trillion US dollars in the weekend sell-off. US Senate's crypto market structure bill passed markup vote in the Agriculture Committee. US SEC and CFTC hosted a joint harmonization event to launch Project Crypto. Tether continued expanding its 24 billion US dollar gold reserve with weekly purchases. A United Arab Emirate-backed entity reportedly took 49% stake in World Liberty Financial in January. That's interesting. Guys, the Trump family project, World Liberty Financial, Dubai, basically, the UAE, United Arab Emirates, took 49% stake in the Trump family project. What is that telling you about who's in bed with who?
That's a funny thing you said that because they didn't do that till after the Epstein logs came out.
Mm-hmm. Arizona lawmakers advanced a bill to exempt cryptocurrencies from state property taxes. Macro market overview. Although TradFi risk assets finished the week relatively flat, it was a turbulent week in macro uncertainty, which saw a large intraday sell-off on Thursday, January 29th. The sell-off came as the U.S. Federal Open Market Committee, FOMC, left rates on hold at 3.75%. In other macro data, U.S. unemployment claims came in slightly above forecast at 209,000 in job losses, while the core producer price index came in well over forecast at 0.7% for the month ending December 31st, 2025. According to the CME's FedWatch tool, the likelihood of a rate cut at the FOMC's March 18th meeting is 8.9%. The stable employment data and higher than expected PPI readings indicates that the Fed may possibly keep rates on hold at its next meeting, lowering the likelihood of rate cuts throughout the year, until the next guy gets in. But I don't know. Trump has done a whole lot of rug pulling, either intentionally or not intentionally, is up for debate. But I could see liquidity flow to risk assets. Mixed tech earnings. President Trump's nomination for former Fed Governor Kevin Warsh to become the new chair of the U.S. Federal Reserve and instability in the U.S. dollar's value made an uncertain end of the week. Warsh is considered to support and guys, this isn't like the way that your grandfather, who was born in the 1930s, pronounces the word wash. This is just the guy's last name, Warsh. But not the aggressively easy monetary policy some other potential nominees may have delivered. Again, that's what I'm talking about. Trump be rug pulling everyone. We're supposed to get a Federal Reserve that's just going to be, moon boy bullish for crypto, and then what happens?
He's not confirmed yet.
Yeah, I think he is, right? I mean,
Trump nominated.
Oh no, okay, yeah.
He has to go through the House and the Senate.
What's up, Pat? Yeah. It's still Trump be rug pulling though. He nominated a guy who, yes, is going to cut rates, but is also saying that he doesn't want to further loosen monetary policy by adding to the Fed balance sheet. He doesn't want to buy assets and add them. This is, by the way, guys, this is part of what contributed to the sell-off from Thursday to Sunday. This guy is on the record saying that he doesn't want to buy assets and expand the Fed balance sheet with them. That is a big part of liquidity flowing down markets. The mystical liquidity everyone has been talking about for the last year. guys, liquidity is going to come into the market. And we say it kind of like the way that we say they. They control everything. Well, who's they? It's what is liquidity, right? Well, when the Federal Reserve or any central bank expands their balance sheet and they're buying assets, a lot of those assets that they're buying are in the bond market. The bond market is the largest market in the world. And so if you subscribe to the market theory that goes something like liquidity flows from the biggest assets downwards, well, as the Fed expands the balance sheet and buys more bonds and T-bills and stuff like that, then more money is flowing into what is already the largest market in the world. And that liquidity, that new liquidity from the central banks trickles down into the large cap stock market and into metals, and then and there's some other niches there, but I'm just saying the large cap stock market, right?
Yeah.
And then from there, it's kind of like Russian roulette of like what's going to get its pump after that from the downflow, crypto or tech stocks or AI processing chips, or AI companies, or whatever it may be. And I think they all kind of have their heyday in the cycle, you know what I mean? But
do you think there would be a competitor to NVIDIA?
I think there's room for other people to play in the playground.
But NVIDIA is so valuable. Do you think they could just sell like quarter of their 1% and just that's my chip company now?
Yeah, perhaps. But the fact that this guy doesn't want to expand the Fed balance sheet, Trump just be rug pulling us. Over again.
We have to see if he gets nominated first.
And then we keep saying more daddy, more daddy, more daddy.
I'll wait to see, because he also is pro gold, pro crypto.
Yeah.
And he wants rates to come down.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to wait and see,
I get it. I'm just being a dickhead, but I also I don't know. I think a lot of people feel rug pulled, and I think that I do still think that a lot of his policies are going to turn out good for crypto in the long run, but man, it has been rough.
All I know is that if Kamala won, there'd be a Kamala meme coin. How we got rugged by that. So it's a lesser of two evils, right?
Fair, right? Yeah, I mean, if anyone over there run, we'd still be under the foot of Project Choke Point 2.0.
It would be Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler's brother would be appointed.
Yeah,
it's Gary Gensler went to BlackRock.
Right.
OG Morris says AI bubble is popping.
Yeah.
Popping.
Hey, but bubble pops are good though.
You might be right, DCA. I do wonder that. Sorry, I'm interrupting you. I think you might be right, DCA. I do wonder if Kamala won, if Bitcoin would be at 200K. I honestly do wonder that.
Dang. I don't know, but a bubble pop though is not necessarily a bad thing. If you go look at the .com bubble pop in the early 2000s, and then you look at tech stocks and internet stocks after that, it's insignificant in the long run. Anyone holding Dogecoin? No, not really, to be honest. I don't think I would hold it. I would, if I was rich, I would hold a bag of it. But other than that, I'm not interested in it. If I see a good trade setup, I'll take it. But I'm also disciplining myself right now to pretty much just trade Bitcoin. I
like trading Bitcoin.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, I have an affinity for Dogecoin just as a crypto enthusiast in general. Like, hey, it's done a lot for the space. Dang, under a penny. Did you, at what point did you sell it? And also, good shit. Good for you, dude. On that entry. But yeah. So let's see.
DCA Prey says Trent likes to hold the worst tokens like ADA and Night.
I mean, we'll see. It's
we have an interview. We're trying to. He agreed to come on from Iagon. He's the CEO of Iagon.
Yeah.
Fear and Greed, Trent. It's 15.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah. When was that capped?
Today.
Well, mine says 17, so which means we got a little bit more bullish today.
Well, yeah. Well, we have a bullish divergence on the daily.
No.
Yeah.
You're just saying that because we have the CME gap above our head.
No, but we do though. We do have a bull div. I'll show it to you on the charts. But but money flow just peaked into the red. So that shows me it's not the kind of bull div that's gonna rocket us back to 90, like or at least breaking 90. So I don't even really think we're gonna do much action above the CME gap.
DCA, did you see that Charles Hoskinson came out and he said he's going to sell his Blackhawk, his Lambos, and put it all into Cardano?
Dang.
Did you see that, Trent?
I did not.
You didn't see that on X on his Twitter?
No.
What do you think about that, Trent?
I
think he's trying to prop up ADA because it's
hell yeah, as he should. Like, not taking credit away from him like it's what he owes anybody, because he doesn't owe anybody anything. But as a man of the ethos, like, yeah, I mean, who cares about a Blackhawk or whatever he has? Like, dump all that shit into what he really cares about, He's just, money where his mouth is. So
steady lad, deploying more capital, extreme greed and extreme fear. That's when you buy. Yeah. Exactly. Or when fear and greed is extreme, that's when you buy. Abso-freaking-lutely, guys. You double fist it, man. You go down and you scoop it up.
Double fisted, he said.
If you guys haven't already, if you smash that like, hit that subscribe, you touch T-Square right in his banana zone. Will be his heart.
Hey, SWE down 29%. The layer one network struggled to maintain. I don't care about any of these stories.
Really?
Everything's down. I mean, these things are not the only things that are down, 20, 30%. So it's just everything's in this boat. Sometimes people just need stuff to write about. No, not.
You're speaking like a true rightist.
Yeah, exactly. Like, not throwing any shade at like this crypto and at this Caleb and Brown newsletter. Like,
oh my god,
we love this thing. It's
fat. He said it's like bananas and rice.
Yeah, it gives such a great recap of everything that happened in the week. But like, these writers aren't immune to what every writer struggles with. That like sometimes you just need shit to write about. So yeah, anyways, that being said,
I think bananas and rice. Did you see that AI video where they bring her a bowl of bananas and rice and she's like eating it? It's so funny, man. I dig it. Ugh. Oh, you back up to me, huh, Trent?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, let's figure out what Bitcoin's going, man. Let's figure it out. I want to get the 15-minute. We're at the 21, so you need to do or die, but I don't know if we're going to get it yet because I'm tracking this. We're just right here. Whoop. Kind of like, yo, what's up, man? Touch. We have momentum still coming in, but lower high, man. Still a lower high. It hasn't given me enough. Let's see what the 1 hour says. Well, the money flow is actually looking pretty good. It is coming up. We haven't got a green dot yet. on the 1 hour time frame, but on the 4 hour, money flow is still a little deep. It's actually kind of interesting. You can make the argument we have. You can make the argument that it looks great. Momentum coming in, but money flow going out. So make that not a very strong signal to do with.
Wait, why are you charting Linea? Did someone ask
Oh,
for it?
yeah, you're right. I was on Linea. I was looking at Linea for a possible long position when you were during when you were talking.
Oh,
Silva's kind of moving though. Look at Silva starting to wake up again. Trent, do you think Silva's going to move again?
oh, it's got a relief rally.
Dude,
I think everything is headed into a bearish market, though.
My wife's breaking my chair. I could tell. It's like rocking back and forth. Okay, so where were we at, Trent? I was on Linea and I was supposed to be on Bitcoin. Wow, look at that. That is kind of an interesting pump on the VWAP. You see that, Trent?
Yeah, and then I'll show my. Hey, why did you change our names? And then I'll show my.
Well, you were talking about the banana zones, and I was like, I'm gonna pull a fast one on him. And so you kept saying D square in the banana zone, but you didn't realize it was yourself.
Why can't I change it back now? What the heck?
Because I'm master commander of the changing.
And when you're done, I'll run my Bitcoin chart. And
Okay. Well, we did bounce off the 200, which is super slick, man. I like that, dude. That's good. That's bullish. I like that. VWAP not bearish yet. We have still some momentum going to the potential going up. The blue momentum is curvature. This might not be done, to be honest with you. This move on the 5 minute does look like we are getting a pump out literally as we were talking. I didn't need to see that. I knew that we were looking like we were going to do that. The 1 hour money flow is coming in. It's W pattern. We have to get a higher high. We have to get a higher high. Okay, we have to get closed around 79,000 off this move, which we have a move coming in right now. The 4 hour doesn't look bad, man. The momentum's still coming in. The VWAP still looking good. Stokes RSI are still okay. We gotta get above to that 21 though and close up over there. If we don't, then rejection's just more downside. 6 hour momentum coming up. Curvature on the money flow. VWAP kind of flat. Excuse me, man. I got the hiccups today. I would long this double green dot on the 12 hour. I do like 12 hours. Looking good. And you said we got bullish divvy on the one daily too.
yeah,
We got curvature on the Stokes and strength. VWAP coming up. That's not bad. Possible doji candle. I don't like how the 21's crossing into the 50. How Trent was pointing out earlier that with the money flow, it made him feel like it's not the one that's going to go to the moon. But I do see a relief rally coming in. Probably the CME gap is kind of what I'm looking at. What do you got for us, Trent?
yeah. Well, so let's see here. Share this tab instead and throw mine up. So guys, on Lux Algo, you can clearly see the bullish divergence on the daily, right? They're drawing it for you with a blue line. I'll draw over it just so you can see it. And there it is on the hyperwave. Okay, now let me erase that, and you also see it on the stochastic RSI, right? If you take it from back here and go up, then you have it there too. So that's a bullish divergence. Granted, the stochastic, when you draw it on the Stokes, it's a little flat. The angle of it isn't like incredibly bullish. So you have to take that into consideration. Now, bull div is great, but all that means is that you have some seller exhaustion. at these levels. But some seller exhaustion just means that they have to catch their breath, and they can catch their breath by simply doing something like this and pumping back up to the level of the trend catcher, which is kind of like moving up to the 21, and that's at 84,200 right now, and then you're still making a significant lower low from there, and turning over, which is something like what I think we're getting ready to do. You know, somewhere between like 81.3 to 84.2. And then, you know, the thing is, money flow on the daily is red. Like, I think that this needs the next daily candle to confirm it red, but it's red right now. I mean, technically, if we like pump up tomorrow pretty big, maybe it barely stays green, but then honestly, on the next dump, it's just going to confirm red. So, see, you can see it turning back and forth right there, based on what today's candle is going to do when it closes tomorrow at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. But either way, even if it saves itself into the green on tomorrow's candle, like the money flow is turning red. I mean, if you just look at the direction of it, like that thing wants to peak red, and it's probably going to be red for a while once it crosses. Like daily money flow, when it turns red or green, it likes to spend a while in the red or in the green. It doesn't like to play a lot of games with you, you know. So there's that. You know, I will say we hit basically our take profit level. And what do I always say about these levels on Luxalgo? They are not adjusted for leverage. Like, these are spot take profit levels. So for the time being, like if you were shorting the market, you've hit your take profit levels. What more do you want it to do? It's a spot take profit level, which means that the price had to do even more work for you to get decent profit on the move. So what more do you want out of it for the time being? Let it reset. Let it come back up. Let this bullish divergence play out. You know, and then also that begs the question of where is the CME gap exactly? And so let's find that out. It's probably at like 80.
I think 84,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like 84. And so the way we're gonna find that out is BTC 1.
Calvin says, "Bro, I voted for T Square." Bro is so bullish.
Yeah, so the gap is I mean, if you go from the candle close, it's 84. So yeah. $84,000, which look at that line. I mean, because these lines are drawn just a little bit different on the CME chart, because the CME chart is just a little different. If you a move back up to fill that gap is just a rejection off of this line. See it? Like, we broke underneath this line of support, and now we would just be coming back up to bearishly retest that line and then dump further. So yeah, I mean, that test is sitting at 84,000. So again, I mean, like, I think you can limit order the hell out of 84,000 right now. But the smart way to do it is probably to set orders between 82 to 84 and increase them as it goes up, so that you at least get a position filled. and your those are short positions, is to be clear, is what I'm talking about. So, and then, when we come back over to just the regular Bitcoin chart, and you look at the weekly, and the stochastics on the weekly are still pointing down.
It looks like it just started too in that structure. It just flipping red.
Yeah, exactly. Stochastic on the weekly is still pointing down. The hyperwave still pointing down. Money flow is pointing down, and weekly money flow hasn't even been red all that long. Just like maybe 6 weeks now or something. The confluence bar on the weekly is bright red. This is telling you that the entire oscillator agrees that it's bearish. And that's gonna be a hard one to just undo. You don't have some sort of a bull div or something on the weekly. That's all still pointing down. And then you go to the monthly, and look at this. Like, we just confirmed a sell signal on Luxalgo on the monthly.
Now.
Well, on the monthly close on the 31st, yeah.
You know what's really funny about that close, Trent? That was Saturday. I totally spaced. That was the monthly close. And I went live, and I was like, looking at the candles, like, okay, so when's the monthly close? I'm like, oh, that's in a half hour. I totally planned that to come on right now to cover the monthly.
Well, we were actually saying, now I don't want to sound like we were just the smartest people in the world, because we were still holding out hope for Q4 altcoin season, okay? But we were saying that these tweezer tops back here in coming in July through October, we were saying that those tweezer tops on the monthly looked like the market was over. So, it's a hard one to see. Not the tweezer tops, just
market ending.
Yeah.
I was pretty confident in it, actually, more so, but I thought.
No, I don't mean it was hard
Bitcoin,
to see that it was going to end. I mean, emotionally, it's hard to see.
Yeah, I mean, at least with Bitcoin, I knew it was over, but I was holding out hope, like Trent was saying, because I thought there's a possibility of Bitcoin bleeding out would bleed into the altcoins.
Right.
And then that's another thing too that Fat's saying right now, silver and gold are selling off. The money has to go someplace. You think so? $6 trillion. Where the hell did it go? You know what I mean? Literally, where the hell did it go? The market's not like stocks went up, metals went down. It's not like crypto went up. Where'd the money go?
Yeah.
No, all the houses just shot up around here.
It does have to go somewhere, but it doesn't have to go somewhere on your timeline. Then you have stochastic RSI on the monthly. It is good that is at 0 and it's flat. It's can't go down anymore. But if you compare it to this section over here, it kind of actually just looks like the start of something. It's flat and it's at 0, but it can remain that way for quite some time, even while price goes down further. But it does make me think, though, stochastic being so low, that I'm not convinced that we break underneath 60. I mean, look, this take profit level on the monthly is at $54,929. So that is there, but I mean, it's not guaranteed that you're gonna get all the way there.
Did you hear where Nick Shirley's heading to now?
No.
Nick Shirley's heading on over to go take a look at Ledger. Make sure while it's out up.
I mean, you're always like much more likely to hit these take profit levels on the weekly than you are the monthly. This take profit number 2 is down here at 68,000, and I think we're definitely hitting that. That's a no-brainer. Let's see what the 2-week is.
We also have THQ. Mr. DZ would like us to look at. DZ, I hope you sold it at some point to rebuy your bag. I was looking at yesterday or the day before, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, well, that's where I'm at. I'll pull up THQ. That's where I'm at with Bitcoin. I mean, it's gotta do its thing, you know. It's got to go down right now, and I do think that the traditional cycle is broken, but I have always said that the argument is going to persist because the way that it breaks is going to give both sides room to say, hey, on the one hand, that post-halving year was unlike any post-halving year should ever be. And so the cycle is already broken. Like, the cycle was already broken when it started extending from Q1 2024 and hit an all-time high before the halving. So, like, it was already weird. It was already non-traditional. Then you had a red post-halving year for Bitcoin, right? It's just not, granted you hit an all-time high, but year over year was red. In the post-halving year, that shouldn't happen that way. And so things are already breaking. Maybe it's more accurate to say that the cycle is breaking. Maybe our categories have been too hard when we've said that it's broken. And maybe we should have been saying that it's breaking. That's probably a better way to say it, because I've said the whole time that the argument is going to persist. The people that say it's broken have the arguments kind of like what I just gave you right now, right? Plus the fact that we really never had a sentiment peak, right? You know, and then the people that say, oh, it's intact, well, they can point to a couple things, like the fact that it all-time high did happen in September. Barely, but it did, you know, because you could say that, you know, January was the true, like, you know, inauguration was the true top, which if you take the cycle as a whole, inauguration was the true top. All the altcoins were so much higher. XRP went on to squeeze a little bit more out, but, you know, so, you know, but anyways, the people that say that the cycle is intact can sort of make the argument that, hey, we did peak when we were supposed to. Not really. There's holes to poke in that, but they can say that. And they can say, look, we went straight into a bear market. How can you argue with the facts that are in front of you? It's a bear market. Yes, but that's because the cycle is breaking, right? And as it's breaking, it's going to break in a way where the argument is not just going to go away tomorrow, right? Like, we're going to go through however many months we have of this, and the guys that say it's intact are going to have reasons, and the guys that say it's broken are going to have reasons, and they both have reasons because it's breaking. It was not a clean break, you know?
Yeah, that's how I am too. It's changing, guys. Like the traditional dips of 80%, we didn't get that last cycle. It was like Bitcoin, it was like 60%, or, you know, what's the traditional amount it goes down trend? Is it like is it 90% normally, or is it 80%?
Well, the first bear market was 90%. The second one was 80%. The third one was 70%. You know,
and this one's gonna be like 60%. Like, the markets are changing, despite the 4-year cycle. The markets itself as a whole is changing, and not just that. Is that we have 30,000 gajillion tokens now versus before, like last cycle, that was like 200. Yeah. No matter what you bought, you won.
Yeah, and then, you know, also, Diminished losses create a situation, and look, even DCA and prayer, like, I get what you're saying, like, it does look like the same thing. That's why I say the argument's not going to go away tomorrow. But I think even you have to acknowledge this one, is that as diminished losses continue to play out, Calvin, I do think the cycle is elongating. But anyways, as diminished losses continue to play out, it's going to take less time for Bitcoin to recover from a 50% dip than it took Bitcoin to recover from an 80% dip. It's just true. Like, it's just true. Like, in the May crash in 2021, it took Bitcoin 3 months to begin its ascent from that 50% crash. Okay, so if Bitcoin can recover from a 50% crash in one summer, when Bitcoin was much less mature, 5 years ago, then, like, I mean, come on, like, as diminished losses is the biggest evidence that the cycles are going to change and they're not going to hold the predictable timing forever. It can't. It can't. Diminished losses are the biggest evidence for what I'm saying right now. Because what happens? What happens when there's a day in the future when a bear market looks like only a 30% dip? Is it going to take a whole year from top to bottom to complete that 30% dip? And then is it going to take another year of sideways action afterward before you can start getting anywhere bullish again? I mean, I don't know. Like, this is why diminished losses is the biggest evidence for what I'm saying right now. Anyways, THQ. Right here on the daily. So now we have our daily sell signal on Lexalgo. And TP1. Oh, what is this? This is a stock. What am I looking at? THQ USDT. Got you. This has just remained such an elusive one to read. Like, look at what I showed you the last time I charted it. You have this Lexalgo is predicting these lines out into the future, this symmetrical triangle pattern. It's predicting it out way into the future, and it's telling, why are the candles not moving? The candles aren't moving. The hyperwave is not moving. The price is not. What is this? Are you just trolling us? Like, you've known that it died for like a little while now, and then you've just been still telling us to chart it, sitting back laughing at us, waiting for us to get with the program. Like, there's nothing I can say about this. Although what I will say is funny though is that Lexalgo predicted this pattern out into the future, and like if this thing just died, right, then it's literally just perpetually in the middle of this pattern. So I don't know, man. This thing's got to be dead, right? Oh, he says THQ has a $5 million market cap, does 250K volume. I'm waiting for someone to do a market buy so it wicks up my buy order and fills it. Dang, I guess so. So it isn't dead. People are building on the project then. Like the project didn't rug or anything like that. You're just saying literally the candles haven't moved because no one has bought or sold it. Then if that's the case, then I would say, yeah, this symmetrical triangle pattern is probably what will play out. When Lux Algo predicts these, they're very powerful.
Jack
And
doesn't believe in good projects, DZ.
and I would say that because you're so much closer to the uptrending line of support than you are to the descending line of resistance, then a long position is not a terrible idea if you're okay with losing what you put into this long. So yeah, that's what I'll say about that. What do you got for us?
I have wild children.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we
So I'll probably have to leave here pretty shortly.
we've been on for an hour. We can wind it down.
You guys okay if we wind it down a little early?
Yeah.
If you want, we could have Trent stick around and just do Q&A with you guys.
Yeah.
But-
Hey, I love Q&A. I love Q&A about anything. Q&A is my favorite thing to do as a preacher, because yeah, you know that you're actually like speaking into what people have questions about. And not comparing, guys. I don't think I'm a crypto guru, by the way. I do think I have some level of expertise, or I wouldn't be on here talking to anyone about it. But we also, guys, if you haven't understood this about the vibe of our channel yet, like the appeal that we have, I'm not saying that we have no knowledge. Like, look, we both pay for paid indicators to be able to come on here and tell you what they're saying every single day. We both read newsletter. I write scripts for other YouTubers. Like we both have had experience in the market. We've both we've both managed like six-figure portfolios. We've both we both know a thing or two, or we wouldn't waste anyone's time talking about it. But
I would waste time just because sometimes I like wasting time and like talking about whatever. I mean, I walked into a conversation with my brother, and I can't remember what he was talking about. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. He got so mad at me because I was just lying out my ass and just trying to start something, and I was just wasting his time. And I thought it was funny.
You've done that to me a couple times. But look, we do believe that we have something to offer. We also believe that as a community, we have something even better to offer than the two of us do alone. And then also there is this element of it where if you haven't understood this about the vibe of our channel, we are also here for entertainment. Like to see us come on here and drink good beer and
White Claws. I wouldn't say it's good, but it's sometimes when your body, I don't have appendix, Trent, and my wife was telling me that they are just discovering your appendix keeps good gut bacteria. And I don't have appendix, man. I lost it when I was like 7. I don't know where it went, but no.
I don't know where it went.
Yeah, I don't know where it went. I lost it.
What?
Yeah.
I lost my car keys the other day.
Oh, so you know what it's like. Horrible.
But yeah, like if you haven't understood that about the vibe of our channel, like there is part of it that is here for entertainment and to put a smile on people's faces when they come somewhere looking for the last piece of crypto content that they feel like watching because they're about to give up, or people that are doing really well in the market, but they
Alvin,
just
I
like
will meet you at Longview if you want. How close is Longview to you, Trent?
Longview?
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
Longview, Cali.
It's probably up there in Cali, though. Like, not.
You could drive and meet him.
Yeah.
What's it like a 12-hour drive?
Yeah, I could drive anywhere in the country and meet anyone and be there by maybe tomorrow. Like, or not anywhere in the country, but give me 40 hours, I can probably get anywhere in the country. But
when I was a kid, Trent, I was actually probably in my early 20s. We were up playing with some friends on Call of Duty Zombies, and it probably was like 2 a.m. He's like, "Hey, you guys should come over and play Ultimate Frisbee with us." I'm like, "When's that?" They're like, 8 a.m. I'm like, "Ugh." I'm like, "Where's it at?" And they're like, "It's like an hour and a half away." I'm like, "Okay, we'll go." And we stayed up all night, and then we went and met them like an hour and a half away. Oh, that was so fun. But man, I thought I was going to die on the way home in the car. My buddy was driving. He has narcoleptic, and he was falling asleep at the wheel, and I'm falling asleep in the passenger seat. Terrible decisions, but we made it back by some miracle.
But what got me off on a tangent was I was about to say that that as a Bible teacher, I have much more expertise in that than I do about this. But and that's the other thing that I do, in my life professionally. But I wouldn't have it any other way, though. Like the thing that sparks my interest every day, is like just today it was the history of the Protestant Reformation, and how it really didn't just start with Martin Luther the way that we're accustomed to thinking about it. It started with John Wycliffe and John Huss, and anyway.
Was it true that Martin Luther was a player?
No. Oh, Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
Yes. That is true. Yeah, he frequented prostitutes. Yeah.
Oh, good man.
Not good man. Not for that, anyways. But yeah.
Didn't God talk to him about that?
Oh, yeah. It's like the things of God spark my interest and my creativity and my imagination and my investigation and my emotions and my passions every single day. Sometimes crypto, I love crypto, don't get me wrong, guys, but sometimes crypto is like drudging. Sometimes it's like, it feels like work, because anything that you succeed at, you're going to put work into, so sometimes it will feel like work. But anyways, I just went on a whole tangent. I don't even know why I'm saying all this.
But I got to go put my kids to bed and myself to bed. So I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you, Lucas, for tuning in. Thank you, Daily, for tuning in. Thank you, DZ, for tuning in. I hope Trent was able to give you some non-negative news about THQ. Thank you, Calvin, for tuning in. Thank you, OG Mars, for tuning in. Thank you, Fat, for tuning in. Thank you, DCA, for tuning in. Thank you, Real Meta, for tuning in. Dina, were you here today? I swear I saw you. Thank you, Mike Vollmer, for tuning in, guys. If you haven't already, smash the bell on top of Trent's head. You can find us in any area on Earth. If you like Trent using all capital letters in his name, smash that like button. If you want me to continue to mess with Trent, also smash the like button, because I will continue to change his name and he will not be able to change it. Look at Trent, has a nice Doyle in there. Trent's doiling it up. All right, guys. Trent, T-Square, be blessed, stay blessed. We'll be back tomorrow, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time.
He's like, be blessed, T-Square out.
Be blessed. Oh my goodness, Trent, you gotta put that bell back on your head. That was awesome. I like that. That's a good way to end it. Good show, guys. Good show.